please take your seats. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Guten Tag to all our German friends. And because I heard when I arrived in church a cacophony of Filipino voices, mostly Bisaya. So, daghan mga atong kababayan dinhi mao mga Bisaya, no? Tama ba ang Bisaya ko, Conjen Beth? So I'd like to also welcome you, maayong hapon po sa inyong lahat, and to my mothers and also by extension my kababayans from the north, in northern Luzon, naimbag nga malen, marami tayong mga Ilocano ata dito, including Father Jun, and on my paternal side, on my father's side, to fellow Kapampangans, Kabalens from Pampanga and Tarlac. Maya pagat panapon po kay kayo. At atin ko atang metong nga Kabalen kanita, may basayang kay. Nandin kitang prayers for the faithful. Welcome also. And also to, if we have any Bicolanos, mga Orangon, hello po. Welcome, and thank you very, very much for the warm welcome to our German friends. Vielen Dank für dieses wunderbare Einleitung. It is truly an honor to be with you this afternoon. My first ever engagement with the Filipino community in Berlin, and I'm very honored and privileged to spend some time with you today, where we're celebrating many, many special occasions. First of all, a huge thank you to Father Jun De Ocampo. Maraming sa Agyamanak, Father, for the warm welcome and for arranging all this. I'd like to acknowledge, of course, Father acknowledged them earlier, the presence of our wonderful, hardworking team from the Philippine Embassy, led by Conjen Beth Pono over there, your Charge d'Affaires, for more than a year, because you didn't have an ambassador. I'd just like to clarify that I'm still an ambassador-designate. That simply means that I have yet to present my formal credentials to the German government, because that's usually scheduled maybe a few weeks after you arrive. So I'm scheduled to present my credentials to the federal president in early June, after which I will be a full-blown ambassador representing our country to the best of my ability here in Germany. But in the meantime, there are certain things that I am allowed to do, including, first and foremost, engaging with our wonderful kababayans, the Filipino community here in Berlin and in the rest of Germany. As I said earlier, it's truly a blessing to have arrived in this special month of May. We're celebrating a lot of things connected with our culture and also with our faith and with our community. May is Philippine Heritage Month. So if you've been following the Philippine Embassy's social media pages on Facebook and on Instagram, we've been providing a lot of information, maybe some information that many of us are not even aware of about our history, about our culture, about our traditions. So we welcome everyone to please check our social media from time to time. May is also a very special month for the patroness of the Philippine Islands, our Mama Mary. May is the month of Flores de Mayo, a wonderful tradition that is really rooted in Marian festivities, giving tribute and honor to Our Lady and her serving as mediatrix for our country to heaven. And it is also the month of the Santa Cruzan, which traces the early origins of our Christian faith. So we look forward to taking part in your own celebration and commemoration of these wonderful traditions of our country. And of course, May is also the month, and today is the Day of Mothers. This is the first Mother's Day that I am not spending with my daughter, my one and only daughter. Mein Ehemann is the Philippine Botschafter in Belgium, and meine Tochter is in Belgium now. She is in Brussels. She is not with me today. This is the first time I'm not spending Mother's Day with her. But spending Mother's Day with my family in the Philippine Embassy here in Berlin, with the whole pastoral community, the Filipino community on this day, makes up for that. So thank you very much. And if I may, I just wanted to share a little something about mothers. This is from Proverbs 31, verses 10 and 27. In the book of Proverbs, it said that a mother is worth far more than rubies. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. And as Father mentioned earlier, and as I myself have witnessed today, the mothers who are all present here, those who are not here, those who work hard so that every single person in this room, in this place, is able to contribute to this wonderful gathering, to this wonderful occasion. You are all worth more than rubies. So I hope that you will always remember that and keep that in mind. But if I may also add that aside from being conscious that you are worth more than rubies, and that goes for also all the fathers and all the people who have served and who have stood as mothers to other people, even if they're not married, even if they do not have children of their own, that you are worth far more than rubies, but that you are also very proud Filipinos, part of this community, part of this very dynamic society, this very dynamic country, and that we are contributing our own values, our own sense of professionalism and excellence, and also our very, very strong sense of faith and community. I think aside from being known as good professionals, as very efficient, very effective, skillful professionals, being very warm and welcoming people, Filipinos all over the world are also known for really taking pride and really sharing the traditions we have. From the food that we serve, to the songs that we sing, to the dances. And I hope that we will continue in our community here in Germany to pass that on to the future generations of Filipinos, Filipino Americans, and to your extended communities here. And by the same token, we'd also like to express our appreciation for the communities in Germany who have welcomed and continue to welcome Filipinos and who have made us a part of their larger community, of the larger society. On the part of the Philippine Embassy, we are of course committed to serving our country's interests here in Germany, to represent our country in the best way possible when we do our work in the political sphere, when we push for more economic and investment opportunities in the Philippines, when we work to create more interaction between Germany and our country back home, when we contribute to the people-to-people exchanges, which are very important, so that we understand each other better and we will be able to work better in the future, and also when we promote our culture, our tourism, and everything that makes us truly unique, makes Filipinos unique. We will continue to do that, but I think a very, very important part of our work also is to continue to engage the Filipino community here. As Conjen Beth mentioned, I've been to many countries. In fact, the Middle East is the only region I have not been assigned to. I've been to Latin America, in Mexico. I've served in the US. This is actually the second time I'm in Europe. Because I served for several years in our embassy in the United Kingdom in London. I have also served over nearly 200,000 of our kababayans in Hong Kong, in that small place where there are so many problems and so many challenges facing our kababayans. But we are here to help, we are here to listen, we are here to assist, and we are here to support you in your many endeavors, whether they're big or small, and the embassy is an open place for you. Consider it your home. Please drop by and visit us. We have 3 pieces of good news for our community here in Germany. One is that we finally have a permanent home. Here in Berlin, we have a new embassy inaugurated last February by no less than our Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Teodoro Teddy Boy Locsin. We've just reopened our consulate in Frankfurt. Hopefully, we will be able to open one more honorary consulate in another part of Germany. And we are also very pleased to inform you that hopefully before the end of the year, the Philippine Embassy family will also grow, in that our Department of Labor and Employment and the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, or OWA, back home in the Philippines, are now putting together a team to assign here in Germany, So madadagdagan na po ang mag-aalay ng serbisyo sa ating mga kababayan dito. And we hope to really provide the best service possible. But more importantly, we are a team that is committed to providing efficient, excellent service, but at the same time, also being part of you. I always say that one of the most important traits of Philippine government officials assigned overseas is a strong sense of empathy, a strong sense of connectedness to the people and the publics they serve. So once again, on behalf of the Philippine Embassy in Berlin, maraming salamat po. Thank you very much for your kind welcome. And I hope to see you again. And may I just say, ang galing-galing ho nung choir. Napakanta ho ako ng todo, nawawalan na ho ako ng boses. Na-miss ko ho yung koro ko kasi may choir din po ako noon. Sumasali-sali sa choir. So pare-pareho ho kami ng pyesa. Maraming salamat. Pati second voice, pareho rin ho. Pareho. So thank you very much. Thank you again, Father. Thank you to the entire community. And this is only the first of many encounters with you. Salamat po.
Now let us all stand to have our final